Hey guys, this is Rocket Man Dan. Welcome to episode 11 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program on PS4. Now I've had a little idea and Jeb's feeling a bit better now, so I thought we'd best make a mission and head off to Jool. So first things first, I'm just going to unlock a few things in the R&D department. Not too many, but I need some ladders, multiple kinds. What else do I need? A large reaction wheel, that would be quite nice. There we go, we've got that. What else should we get? I know there's something else. Yeah, that bigger fairing just there. I'd like to get that as well. I think that's all I'm in the market for today. Not 100% too sure though, so I may end up popping back. Let's go into the VAB now. Okay, so like I said, I've got an idea, and having that idea, I've pre-built a few parts, but not everything. So we're going to be using this as the main base ship. This is what we're going to be returning in. So let's just give it a heat shield, sort by size. I also think I've sorted out my controller problems I was having. Just had to do a little simple thing of taking the controller completely apart and cleaning some little sensors inside the analog stick, and that seems to have had the right effect. Now, as I was talking about the things I've built this as well, this shroud, which is just a shroud that comes with the Making History DLC, but I've just put in 4 parachutes in there as well. I pre-built this because quite a little bit tricky to get in that position. Just 4 normal parachutes in there. Next, I'm going to put a, where is it? What do they call it? Experiment storage unit. And I'm going to clip that in because I'm a dirty cheater. I'm also going to put that on top of it as well. Oh, but before I do that, let's just set this custom action group 10 to collect all. There we go. Select that move tool. Oh, wrong way. Okay, let's reset this then, because that didn't go well, did it? Forgot I had clip turned off. There we go. So turn snap on, sorry, not clip. What am I on about? All over the place. Let's go to the move tool and just move that down, just so it's hidden away just there. Okay, what next? We need, what do we need? Coupling? Yeah, coupling. Let's go for that. And I'm in structural, so let's go to coupling, and we need a T25 decoupler. There we go. Just like that. And now we're going to be using that large reaction wheel we had before. Just there, like that. There we go. I know it looks a little bit unorthodox, but it's what we need. We'll get this brand adapter so we can shrink back down to the 1.25 meter stage. The eagle-eyed among you would have spotted the second stage. Here it is. This is the nuclear stage. It's super slow. Got a real poor thrust to weight, but you know, it'll do the job. The asparagus staged, so these side tanks just fall off, and this central stage will have I'll have quite a bit of delta V left over. Let's just sort that staging out in a bit. Switch that to vacuum. Yeah, so we've got like 8,000 meters a second of delta V, and that's only going to increase. Okay, so let's drag this up to the top, and now we're going to build the lander that's going to go with it. So let's get away from these sub-assemblies and let's start this, I suppose. I can't remember what I thought I was going to do. First things first, I suppose we should put some science on. Just here like this. There we go. And oh, hang on. How's that working? Yeah. I'm mad. I'm absolutely mad because I'm going to move that in a moment. But first, let's just put a little of these Separatron wands on. so we can eject it nice and easily. There we go. And I suppose we can give it a goo pod as well. We can find the science again. There we go. Just turn that symmetry off using the keyboard again. Okay, let's also let's also put a light on there. Make things shine a little bit brighter. Just like that. There we go. Okay, let's go for coupling and a Clampatron Junior. And I'm going to put another science collector, if I can remember where it is, just there. Going to put that there like that. And now I'm going to use the LEM, as it's called, or the MEM in Kerbal, the Lunar Excursion Module, because I really like it. I think it's really cool. And for a little bit of part clipping to go with this, obviously, I'm going to use a spark engine. It's already got fuel in. It's got liquid fuel oxidizer, monoprop, and 150 EC, so we don't even need to put any battery in it. But we're just going to offset this as well. Let's see if we can get it a little bit more like it's touching. Okay, that's a bit tricky. I'm saying about there. Yeah, that looks good to me. Perfect. Now let's get a decoupler. There we go. Perfect. Just there. And we're going to have to move this as well. Just turn snap on, so then if anything goes wrong. So it's left we need to go. If anything goes wrong, we can do it easily. Just try and get this. Oh, a little bit too sensitive. There. Okay, it's getting a little bit annoying. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I like a bit of that. Turn that snap back on. So it's best getting a fuel tank for it as well. We're sorted by size. So where is the one I want? I think it's this one. Yeah, this one's perfect. And a Terrier engine to go on there, I believe. Yeah, that'll be plenty of TWR. Let's stick some legs on this as well. A bit of ground. 4 of those. Just as low down as we can make them. We've still got plenty of ground clearance. Spring and dampener strength, let's turn those up to max, shall we? Well, close as damn it anyway. Just close those legs. And now we just want a couple of little extra things, like solar panels. They'd be nice. And we're just going to put a couple of those just here like this. And a few science experiments to go along with it. Where are they though? Oh, I know what I've forgotten up here. But I can put that on after. Don't matter, I'll show you. A few science experiments. So we want a seismic. Let's just turn that off. There we go. Turn that snap off. Put that there. And we'll put this about here-ish. And this thermometer just there. And I suppose we best sort the actions out. Action group 2. And that can log the seismic data. It can also log the temperature. And it can also log the pressure. And last but not least, it can get a crew report. Okay, so that's that done. A ladder. Yes, I knew I was forgetting something. I'm going to get this mobility enhancer. There we go. I'm just going to try and put it up as high as I can. About there, then. Let's open this ladder. Actions for... I want that to toggle the ladder. There we go. And now I'm going to rearrange how it comes out, even though it probably won't want to work. So it's up to actually go up to make a change. And we're just going to see if we can move that in a bit. Not that much though. So let's just turn snap off. Come on, snap. There we go, snaps off. Just to make it look a little bit better. About there, I'm thinking. And if it doesn't work, we've got RCS jetpacks. There we go. Let's just retract that ladder. Oh, yes, that's what I forgot to do. Turn snap back on, and I'm going to do some dirty clipping again. And all the way up. There we go. It's a lot nicer like that. Let's just go on the place tool. And we're going to select this full module just like that. There we go. And flip it over. Pop it on there. I know it looks a bit silly, but it works, so can't argue with me too much. I'm just going to stick a fairing on here. This was a thing I forgot earlier. That'll just make it just a little bit more aerodynamic whilst we're in the atmosphere. Can we go all the way up? Oh, that's too many sections. Just there and tape it off. There we go. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, let's add this section again. Just like that. And back to sub-assemblies, because I've pre-built this. Just calling it a large lifter. And it's a pretty big boy. It can do the job just right. There we go. These are all asparagus stage mainsails, by the way. They've both got 264 tanks each. And this adapter fuel, what's it called? C7 brand adapter. But yeah, that's got fuel in as well. So basically, I'm going to use this. Hopefully we'll have the central stage left off when we get into orbit. And then we're going nuclear, which is never fun, but necessary. And we've got our little lander there. Let's see who's in this now. Jeb, yeah, that's fine. We can live with Jeb. Who else? Another pilot wouldn't go amiss. And that just looks like we've only got Valentina. So let's get Valentina in there. Because we don't want to try and rely on a probe for signal strength, because I don't want to bother taking one along today. And now shall we have an engineer or a scientist? Well, seeing how we're not resetting any experiments, surely a scientist is the best thing to do. An engineer, just in case we break something. So Bill's going to come along with us. Right, I'm going to sort this staging out. It's atrocious. I'm going to set some action groups, and I'll join you on the launch pad. Okay, here we are on the launch pad. It's not looking too shabby at all. I'm just going to open that Delta V calculator just there to show all. We've got a pretty decent thruster weight. All the crew on board. So let's just shut a couple of those down. I suppose we best launch this bad boy then. Oh, nice little lift off. Let's just try and slow that thruster weight down just a little bit. We don't want it getting ahead of itself now, do we? I've already fast forwarded to the right transfer window to Jool, because nobody wants to sit and watch that as painfully slow as it is on PS4. So, small grace, I suppose. Just going to start turning over now. Just going to try and get a nice orbit. There we go. I did sort a couple of action groups out, auto-strutted the heck out of everything, and what else did I do? Oh, I had an antenna to the lander, and also a few lights just up so you can see a few things by the command pod. The main command pod, that is, the 3-man one. It's just locked to ProGrader just for a little minute. Just keep managing this thruster weight. Just going to try not to let it get above 1.6 if I can help it. I know it's a pretty steep ascent profile, but I'm sure we'll start turning over pretty soon. Hopefully, I say. There we go, let's just zoom that in a little bit. Not a bad angle from this point of view. We want to leave Kerbal behind. We haven't even got a mission to go to Jool, but I thought for the places we have got missions for, they're not worth going to, really. So, we may be able to see if we've got a mission midway through the mission, so, if you know what I mean. Get rid of stage, full throttle, stage. Put a couple of little separatrons in those 64 tanks just there. Sort out that thruster weight as well. Frame rate's not too bad. I don't think it's entirely truthful on the mission timer there in the top left. But, you know, I've known it to be much worse. The part count isn't actually that high on this. It's not bad. Something, I can't remember, like 120 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't actually check before I left. I suppose we're going to check in orbit, but there'll be a load of parts that didn't start off on the launch pad. Let's just keep sorting out that thruster weight. And I think right about now, I turn on stability assist so it just stays where it is. Lower that thruster weight and have a look in the map screen. I like to start turning over like really 90 degrees once that reaches about 50,000-ish, but I'm going for a little bit higher orbit this time because obviously going to Jool, it's going to be a decently sized burn, so I really want to not hit my periapsis when I'm doing my burn, so I don't come back into the atmosphere again. Let's just try and turn over just a little bit more. Now we're approaching that 50 marker. I want to get it really horizontal. Turn all that vertical velocity into horizontal velocity. We've got to keep eye on that thruster weight though, apparently. It likes to creep up on you. I suppose we are burning through quite a bit of fuel here. There we go. You see it stretching out just there. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just try and turn over just a little bit more. So we're almost flying flat. Flat to the horizon. There we go. Just have a look at how the ship's doing. Turn that thruster weight down a little bit more. We're going to have to stage soon, I believe. Come on. Try and get a nice wide angle. Oh, just try and keep on that 90 marker though. That's just what you want. That's what I want anyway. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. This is mine. Come on. Oh, looks like we need to stage. Bad boy. There we go. Let's just turn up that thruster weight just a little bit more. That should sort itself out soon. 73, that's perfect. About 85 I'm aiming for, somewhere about there. Somewhere about 85. Come on, not too long now. Hey, that's about right. 86. Nice, a nice curved path there. Let's just plan a manoeuvre at our apo. Come on, I know you can do it. There we go. Add manoeuvre. Should only be a short burn, I'm thinking. How big is it? Oh, it's not very big. Couple hundred. A little bit less than a couple hundred. There we go. So let's do that. We're nearly out of the atmosphere, which is great. Only 180 meters per second burn, and it's roughly about 2,000 meters per second to get to Jool. So we can blow that fairing now. Beautiful. Open some solar panels as well. Get some aerials out. Everything's retracting, extending, should I say. Let's lock to manoeuvre and see how that fares for us. So it's a 12-second burn. So 6 before, 6 after. Let's just physics warp round so I can just get on that manoeuvre a little bit faster. It really doesn't want to turn this, and we'll just speed on up to the manoeuvre. There we go, beautiful. Start that burn right now. I have left it just a tad too late. I'm forever doing that. Always overgoing the burn. Well, not the burn itself, but the manoeuvre node. Okay, there we go. However, that's about good enough, which is fine for space travel. So Perry of 86, Apo of 86, yeah, couldn't have asked for better. Alright, map screen, and we're going to select Jool as a target. Set as target, little simple trick for Jool, for knowing when the right time is to go. You want Jool at about 12 o'clock, if you're looking at the clock face, and Kerbal to be roughly about 3 o'clock. And that should about get you there, a nice big old burn prograde, which is what we're going to plan a manoeuvre for now. We could do one if it come up soon, couldn't we? Let's just plan a nice big couple of thousand. Oh, too far, too far. Let's trim that back just a little bit, about there, and we'll zoom out, see what that gives us. That's 1900 meters per second. But we can move this manoeuvre around as well. Yeah, we need to move that around a bit. There we go. See how it stretches that out? About there-ish. We'll give it a little bit more prograde and see if we get an encounter somewhere. Okay, just a little bit more prograde then. Come on. There we go, there's an encounter. Let's just focus on Jool and see where that brings us. Okay, open that manoeuvre, there we go. So moving that manoeuvre around has a little bit of effect, and we'll just do a mid-course correction. That's only 1967 meters per second. We don't reach it exactly at our Apo. We do reach it on the way back, so to speak, but not too bad. Oh yes, very majestic. Spinning around just like that. Let's just throw on a little quick save there. There we go. And we're gonna fast forward, physics warp should I say, round to that manoeuvre. That's a minute 37 seconds burn. So what's that? 30 plus 15 plus say 3. So what's that? 48 seconds ish. 40. So about 48 seconds before the burn we start. Somewhere like that. I'll probably end up speeding through it anyway. Okay, let's fast forward. Nearly ready now. Just turned a few of those lights on as well. A little bit dark to be seeing things. Come on, nearly there now, and burn. Perfect. Zoom out, there we go. Let's speed on up through this burn because it's quite a long one. Okay, let's see how well we're doing. I think we just need to give it just a little touch more. Oh, we had something just then. It never likes it when you do this, so let's just cancel off that manoeuvre. And there we go, that is our actual periapsis of Jool. So I wonder if I just give it a tiny thrust. There we go, perfect. And we sort more of that out in the mid-course correction. So let's just give it a little quick save just there, just like that. How long away is that actually? 3 years, 177 days. Not exactly my best burn, I've got to admit. Let's turn that off and see if we can't fast forward just a little bit. Hey, looks like we've finally arrived in Jool. Let's see if those lights can turn back on. There we go, just make sure we're actually in Jool's sphere of influence. There we go. I suppose we can actually turn off this thrust await information and everything delta V for now. So we're just going to do a little bit of science. Temperature scan, crew report, and atmospheric pressure scan. Okay, let's save those. And can we cycle through these? Let's have a see. We want, who is he? What's his name again? Bill. We want Bill to do an EVA report. There he is. So that means we've got full control of the vehicle. Couldn't bring a scientist, so he may as well earn his money doing something, hasn't he? Let's do that. Shall we board? No, that's let go. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll go and inspect the ship. There we go. It's a wild one, this Bill. Yeah, the lander looks fine. That's the area I'll put on it, just purely for aesthetics, I think. We're going to ditch this main sail stage soon, because we don't need it anymore, and I don't think it's got much delta V in it. I think we can have a look at that though in a second, once we get Bill back in the ship. Oh, what did I do there? Let's just try and slow this down a bit. Getting back into that nice little cramped cabin. Okay, grab that, and now that's bored. There we go. Oh, so I've only got 109 meters per second left in this giant big main sail stage. Oh, there's Jool just there. Can you see it? I'll try and zoom in for you. Just there. What else can we do? Did I set this to action group 5? No, I did not. I must have set it to action group 6 to do some other kinds of things. Yep, there we go. Materials study and goo study. And we'll reset the rest to be used at a later date. Let's also collect all that information. And yeah, we're definitely going to head inside of Jool at the moment. Can we actually just make sure that's a solid get in there? So this engine's on minimum, isn't it? So turn the engine off and turn it right up to full. Oh, looks like we're coming into contact with something there. Looks like the lathe's going to get in the way a little bit, I think. Shall we just now stage? There we go. Just going to give it a quick little F5 there. And get away from that. Let's go radial out now. Just with our nuke stage. The TWR on this is terrible. I'll actually show you. There we go. 0.22 is our thrust to weight. Not great, let me tell you that much, but you know, it's doable, especially in these such vast distances we've got to cover. So let's just go radial out a little bit and see if we can't get a nice low periapsis of Jool. Come on, there we go. 287, that's brilliant. I can plan a manoeuvre at our peri. I don't know if it... Did I say where I was going? Let's see if you can work it out, eh? I don't think I said where I was going. You tell me where you think I was going. Let's just do a nice retrograde burn. See if we can get a capture of Jool. Okay, come on all the way. Actually, I'll give it away now. We're off to Val. So we're going to set that as target. Can we plan a little manoeuvre more? It's a big burn as it is. Let's just bring that down just a bit more. Oh, Tylo. There's a nice little chance encounter with Tylo. Oh, and a perfect encounter with Val. So yeah, off to Val it seems. It's only 646 meters per second. It was actually a 6-minute burn, but still. You know, it could be worse. Let's see if we can't fast forward onto our manoeuvre. Okay, just fast forward just a little bit. See if we can get there and actually keep things looking a little bit pretty whilst we're at it. Should have really done a quick save. Or just time warp to manoeuvre. I know that would have only took me 6 minutes away. That would have only took me a minute away from the manoeuvre. Well, you can see all the planets going round. Let's actually just zoom in. I'm going to warp to about here, I think. There we go. Now we can see everything going round it. And know that we're going safe. All the moons of Jool. I think I've got to say this is my favourite system to visit. I mean, I think Duna might be a close second, but Jool's where it's at. Such an interesting system. Some of the hardest places to land and take off from. I mean, apart from Eve. Oh, there's... Ooh! Got a close encounter with Lathe then, didn't we? How far away are we? 6 minutes 42. I think we should be able to do some science, and I'll say close to Jool. Near Jool, yeah. Great. So may as well get those done now, whilst we're here. We'll get Bill. He can do another EVA. May as well put him to some use, like I say. Come on, zoom in. There we go. No, that's not the command pod. Where is it? Just there. Perfect. EVA report. 56 science, not too bad. Let's board definitely this time. And do some other science. Where is it? Come on. Let's do some other science. So, 5 please. Have I got my cursor open? No. What's happened then? Does it not want to work anymore? No. The 1 works. There we go. Hopefully I didn't set that one to it. Have these ones been kept? Let's just do these manually. Observe the materials bay. There we go. And observe a mystery goo whilst we're at it. Perfect. So got plenty of time to spare as well. So I think we're just going to fast forward up and through this burn. So about 3 minutes before we need to start this burn. Come on, nearly there. Beautiful. I'll see you on the other side. There we go. We seem to have got some kind of intercept with Val. Let's see what it is. Let's focus out of view. It's not too bad. Can we affect it a little bit more so we're coming in the proper way, not in a retrograde orbit? There we go, and we can do a mid-course correction on that. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. I'm ever so happy with that. So we've used... Is it only the 1 goo pod? I thought I did one in Jool's sphere of influence. Doesn't matter though. We can get some more in Val's sphere of influence. Oh, there's Tylo, just off there in the distance. Can we spot any more? Oh, is that Lathe or is it Val? I'm not 100%. Oh no, there's Lathe. That's Val, just there. And there's Tylo. Oh, we are lucky. Let's just plot a course correction about here, I'm going to say, because we're coming in on it on the backswing. So let's see if we can just plot an upwards manoeuvre. So normal. There we go. It's not too big of a burn. 60 meters per second. A little bit more, I think. Just there like that. 64. What's the Perry on that? 86. It's a little bit too high for my liking. I want it about 30. So let's see what a prograde. No, we want a retrograde burn. but we can lock to manoeuvre anyway. 36, that'll do lovely. Throw in a quick F5 there as well. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite places to visit this. Can we warp to manoeuvre? I think we should just start off the time warp just a little bit, just to get it started. Because we know how things like to jump out of place. And warp to manoeuvre. There we go, that's beautiful. I think I'm just going to start now and just see what happens. We're already locked to manoeuvre. Yeah, just correcting it just a little bit. It's a real slow ship, this is. You've really got to plan your manoeuvres out. They take forever to do anything. Look, this is only a 60 metre per second burn. And it's taking ever so long. But we need the Delta V. So we can't argue. Well, we can, but no one will listen to us. Just say more boosters. Which is, you know, nice, but more boosters doesn't help the frame rate too much. I'm saying that's good enough. What's that? 37. Wow, and that's a pretty straight path as well. I haven't got the best encounter there. Let's see how massive of a burn this is going to be. So I'm just going to do a big, wow, look at that. 10 minutes, a 10-minute burn just to get an intercept. That's obviously because we're using nuclear. How long have we actually got left in this stage? 1205 seconds, so I hope your math is better than mine, but if we have to stage, we have to stage. But this doesn't seem to think that we have to stage, because it's only half of the fuel left in these. Well, roughly speaking anyway. I suppose we could just time warp up just a little bit, just so we're in Val's sphere of influence. Let's turn around retrograde, well, to our manoeuvre should I say, and warp here, just to the edge of the sphere of influence of Val, where we're going to come into it anyway. So we need to start 5 minutes before the node and 5 minutes after as well. That's only in 19 minutes. Oh, well, the node's in 20 minutes, so in 15 minutes we'll have to start as burn. But before that, we should really do some more science, so we can unlock some more things. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible. Yeah, we've read that one before. The moon is mostly white and lighter blue shades. It looks very cold and possibly frozen. Instrument reads 0. Well, of course it does, doesn't it? Let's just switch on over to Bill again to get him to do the all-important EVA report. There we go. Come on, and zoom in. And we'll just try just to click on his helmet. There we go. EVA report. 64, not bad. Board that. And should we do one high or low above? Let's do one high above. Where is it? So we've got that one. We haven't got this one. So observe mystery goo. There we go. And let's do one of these as well. Observe a materials bay. 200 science. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. And there's Tylo again. It's a very cramped system apparently. Okay, I think, yeah, we're about ready. So we need to jump ahead to 5 minutes before the node. So that would be in 13 minutes. That's 15, 14, wow, really far out. 13:37. So I'm going to time warp to about here. There we go, start the bit. Wow, we're so far away. Let's actually just speed up, and I'll speed through this burn because nobody wants to watch a 10-minute burn. Wow. Finally got some kind of orbital val. That was a burn and a half. Let's see what our parry is. 40,000. Yeah, I'll live with 40,000 for now. Actually, I won't. I'm going to go to my Apo, which is just here. Well, maybe a little bit before that. Add maneuver. Just there. And I'm just going to bring it down just a touch. Because like I said, I want it to be about 30,000. So can we do that? Let's see what that is. 34. 30,000 for 1.9 meters per second. We can live with that. Let's just fast forward on up a little bit though to our maneuver. I've got to tell you though, that was just an intense burn. These nukes really, really make you wish you'd never used them. But like I said, the Delta V, you just can't argue with it. It really is one of those amazing things that if you was to use any other engine, it would have to be absolutely massive. 31,000, yeah, I can live with that. And now we have to plan another burn at our periapsis. But at least we're captured by Val now. We're not going anywhere unless we make it so. Number 1. Come on, just nearly. I want to try and just get them in the middle, but they never want to go. Never ever want to go. I think I'm going to have to live with that, whatever that is. 32,000, yeah, we can live with that. That's still a minute 54 burn. But, added bonus, I could just warp to maneuver now and just start burning straight away as soon as I come out of that. Warp. There we go. Oh, there's Lathe just in the background there. And Jool, obviously. Lathe again. Let's speed up again. Okay, let's just have a look at our Perry and our Apo. We can just try and get them to flip just in the middle. There we go. So what's our Apo? 31. Perry of 31. I'm ever so happy with that. And when it comes to landing, we'll be wanting to land in one of these darker blue patches, because I believe they're just ever so slightly flatter, but as you can see from the terrain, they're still a bit up and down. I'm going to have to put some real thought into this and see who's going to go on the mission. But the landing's next time, because this is the end. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, maybe leave me a comment, that would be great. See you next time. Bye bye.